Going back to your childhood with a little bit of animated fun in the version of Cat Dog. You got cat on the front, dog on the back, and unfortunately for my man Dog, he can't see anything. Holding on to his basket of paper is sent packing. Let's take a look one more time. Where did it all go wrong for the animals? The tandem bike just a little bit too long. The control is not there despite the speed very much involved. Look at my man. Thank goodness he's got that life jacket on. Washingtonian problems. And here we go. First, we start with the drop-ins. The early whoops lead to the cobble stairs. After going down the stairs, you got the cobblestones of doom around the Washington Monument roundabout and into the reflection pool. The reflective pool looking clean as the rumble ramp is the last challenge before your narrow pass. And down the rumble ramp, this is where we saw issues. That front side, it's all flat. On the back end, tiny little jagged rumbles. And this is where you can see the tire falls off the left side, then too much weight on the right. Both men into the water and their ride is done. Our next group is the Firefighter combo. We take a look at Chuck and Larry. Chuck and Larry, better known as Micah and Daniel by their partners and family. They're firefighters who have been working together the last 3 years on a special ops team that does things like water rescues. This duo is making great time. 14 seconds past the monument into the reflective pool. They've got a nice straightaway, and look at the legs pumping in synchronicity. Left, right, over the narrow bridge, just 14 inches wide, and they powered through. We're going to have our first contestants completing the course at 28 seconds. 0.45. Phase of Thunder, and I love this team. It's Patrick and Greg, who are actually boat neighbors. They've been docked together at the same place for over 10 years and live aboard their boats full time. When they're not on their boats, they're making a power ride, and they've got this speedboat patrolling through. Patrick at the front. Meanwhile, you look at the back. What is Greg technically doing? I haven't seen him move his hands off the handlebars. The legs haven't pedaled. He is just along for the ride, trying to be that steady anchor as Patrick takes him off into the left side of the water. We take a look at it one more time. The jet ski solid coming, saying, come back this way, boys. It's time now for their opponents, going by the name of Sunscream from Washington, D.C. and Yuba City, California. Give it up for Christopher and Jesse. Now, this spin-off theme idea came from their days out in the hot summer sun, and well, they're going to be able to cool off bright and early on this trip. Let's take a look at how it went down. Up over the first set of stairs, down the second, and before he could get to the third, they are off the course and to the left. For all of our football fans out there, we've got Tandem FC with the gold trophy on the front. These soccer lovers have all the flags representing their favorite teams from around the world. The question is, can they put themselves on the podium? A fast break out of the open. We got an 11-second pass of the Washington Monument. This is the fastest track we have seen out of any competitor so far. And onto the straight and narrow, the boyfriend-girlfriend duo making some power moves. They met at the age of 10 wrestling, and now they're celebrating in front of this crowd in Washington, D.C. What a run and what a new record speed. Everybody's favorite time, the Bubble Bath Express is in town, and this shower duo is ready to rock. You got the rubber ducky on the left and right, the towels flowing in the wind, and that shower starting to come apart, as is my man's face. Let's take a look at this crash one more time. First, it's the shower in the back starting to wobble. Then the sides of the boat come off. Unfortunate face plant as you are going to see David headed first into the water. Our next group goes by the name of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. And this fantastic superhero duo looks primed for a ride on the ocean. A little bit of a rough start, though, as no one has feet on the pedals, and already my man in green is down. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy not even able to make it over the second hump. The whoops are gonna catch them, and this ride is over. Back to their natural habitat they go. It's time for Banana Split-A-Netic. They met through their local cycling team, Bike Kinetic, as Dane and Brad take the stage. Their team theme is a mashup of America's favorite dessert and their cycling team name. The Banana Splitters, though, rocking the cherries on top, and the bananas looking good as dull gold on the right and left. This is a very well-constructed cart. Creativity points are flowing, and so are their time points. Just 18 seconds as they enter the Narrows, and another banana bruise. This time, they fall off to the right, unable to control the ship. We see Dane and Brad hit the water face first. We are done with the banana sputnetics, but we aren't finished with our favorite panda lovers. We got Pandemonium, who have based their ride off of their favorite zoo creature. Pandas on the back, pandas on the front, and pandas on their neck. They're ready to roll. A fantastic start as they are powering through the stairs. This is Vaclav and Jordan, former college D1 track athletes who find competing just part of their daily life. So this, no problem. Despite some struggle and a flat on the back, that back tire after coming down the ramp seemed to be just a bit squished, and then off to the left through the straight and narrow. They will fall. It's normally that right side that's been pulling down our contestants. The left wins this time around. Up next, we're ready to get airborne with Team Winging It. This duo from Woodbridge, Virginia, has Mike and Dave at the helm. Now Mike, he's known for his athletic prowess, but it's Dave, the man to watch on the back. When he's not riding a tandem bicycle, he's riding a unicycle. His balance dialed in. The question is, what can he control from the back seat? Unfortunately, your driver is going to go off to the right in the same spot so many contestants have failed. That left wing coming up, and it is going to dive into the drink. Here it is one more time as they simply had too much weight to handle. Snoopy fans around the world celebrate for Team Shebang. You can see it's the Snoopy house on the back, Snoopy and his bird brain friend on the front. And this duo is ready to rock. All smiles so far as it is nothing but power pedaling from Patrick and Gabby. Gabby, losing her house, is going to have to find a new home for Snoopy, but so far this family stays intact. Grass still on both sides of the bike, and they have made it across the narrow. 1 tire, 2 tires, and a bell to ding. 24 seconds and a crash. They get up and celebrate. What a finish for the couple. Not so confident in our next group. From some relaxed colada drinkers to some free thinkers rocking the Beaver Dam outfits, we've got Team Dammit, Kimberly and Morgan. We take a look at the start going down the drop, and already in. It is not long for the ride. Let's take a look at this one more time. Where did it go wrong for the rodents? Their limited edition bike they found on a marketplace was 50 years old. That's where it may have gone wrong. It's time now for Boarding Bros. They met in college at Pennsylvania College of Technology, and you guessed it, they've been best friends since. But this dynamic duo is not long for our spin-off course. Let's take a look at where it went wrong. I think their ship failed them. Yes, that back tire is gonna buckle. The snowboard and toilet seat sliding off, and the players are going to follow. Unfortunate construction. Good luck, my friends, on your way home as we get ready for the next group. It's hammer time, and even though we don't have MC, we've got this friendship group that met several years ago, and they are still going strong, riding bikes together every Tuesday and Thursday as part of Hammerfest. They've decided to build their Tool Influence ride. Now, this bike looked a little wobbly at the front. The handlebars were shaky, but great control. We are through the reflective pool, over the final ramp, not dumped into the water yet, through the straight and narrow, and we may have a new time to beat. Not quite. 23.28 is a second later. Freedom Rocket about to take the stage. This is the duo in Maryland by way of Venezuela, Fernando and Jesus. Now, Fernando and Jesus grew up together and attended the same university in Venezuela before moving to the U.S. around the same time. Since then, it's been like they're brothers, and this powerhouse duo has floored it through the first half of the course. They're under the cherry blossoms and onto the straight and narrow. Look at the run. The speed was there, but the accuracy, a bit of miss at the very end. It's the rumble ramp that sends them off to the right. Looked like he had corrected his course, and then just a little bit too far. A half inch is enough to seal their fate. This ride is done for the Venezuelans. Thank you for the ride, Freedom Rocket. Unfortunately, your time is done. Our next duo hails from Falls Church, Virginia. We've got Jan and Savannah. Now, this team also belongs to the team Bike Kinetic, the DC Cycling Club. But this duo are huge fans of more than just dessert. They love the movie My Neighbor Totoro and think the Catbus is one of the coolest forms of transportation. Are they wrong? So far, they're looking clean to me. Look at the cat legs, the only thing not pumping as this duo is surging towards the finish line. Wobbles on the straight and narrow, but they make it through. The bell is dinged by your driver. That's going to save an extra second as they finish at 24:18. Trust us, may have the best ride of the day, though, as we take ourselves back in time to the glory days of ancient Greece. The Trojan horse. It's a gift. Trust us. Let us in, they say. It's Cormac and Lewis. Now, Cormac studied abroad in Greece last year, which inspired the team idea. And I gotta say, They are looking incredible. Look at this duo that's making it down. Where does it go? I have a feeling this part of the course has to be leaned, and I now see it in the slow-mo. It was the wind. Take a look at the feathered hats as it is pushed off to the right. The horse head can't do anything. Next, from Northern Virginia, we've got drivers Matthew and Tarek. Matt hosted a local hike, and that's where he met Tarek. They share a love for bike packing and have ridden their bikes to the Great Divide mountain bike trail from Canada to Mexico. Today, though, all you got to do is get past the straight and narrow after the reflective pool, past the cherry blossoms, and down the rumble ramp. The Jousters with the seats on the back, protecting them. The shields are there. The horse head, it's braking to the right, but it doesn't matter. They complete the ride. From Knights of the Bathroom to our Tandem Vikings, we've got the high school best friends, Stella and Brooke, and their exploration is inspired by Vikings, which incidentally is also their high school mascot. Looking to put on for their hometown crowd and everyone back at high school to see if they can make their teachers smile. It's not looking good though. The head getting smashed, the boat staying on somehow, and the wheels are still on the course. So by our rules, as long as the bike's still up, you can lose some of your creativity points as long as you complete. You got to decide what to do here, and the jet ski saying, you are wasting too much time. 51 seconds into the ride, it looks like they got their feet back on the pedals. It's time to start making some movement towards the finish line, ladies. And the Vikings, well, they're off to a decent approach as I say it, down the ramp and down into the end of their run. As we get ready for Larkin and Eric, aka Lark Sharks from Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, Larkin met Eric at Virginia Tech where they were in the same fraternity. Since then, they've been best friends, and this team is based on the spirit of the region and their love for crustaceans. The crabs, though, and a little bit of a conundrum crashing into the monument. Can the lobsters get back on a roll? It's time to find out. The claws are there, handlebars are up, and somehow this crab trap, it's staying put together despite some fractures in the front right and the bottom left corners. They are able to stay on the course. Can they get their feet on the pedal, though, to keep this ride moving? 32 seconds off the clock and counting. They're at a much better position than our Vikings, but still an uphill battle as they make it into the reflective pool. 6 eyes ahead for our crabs as they get to the straight and narrow, and it is a clean ride. Despite their crate disintegrating all around them, they finish with a time of 49 seconds. Well done to our crustacean kings. It's the Lark Sharks from Raleigh, North Carolina. On to our Woodbine, Maryland contestants. It's Mitchell and Ray from Houston. We have a problem. Now, this is an uncle and nephew duo, with my opinion, the best cart of the day. Look at their tandem ride as they're able to get around the monument. It's a little bit wide. There is a collision, a little bit stalled, but it only cost them 3 seconds. As they get their feet back on the pedals, this ride is moving once again. It's hard to see in front of you, though. Can they make it across the narrow? And it may be a bit of vision impacted. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at it one more time. This one is simply a weight issue, too much to the right. Here's where it's gone wrong for so many. And our astronauts are denied entry to the finish line. Look out, honey. I heard the boss is coming. Please welcome to the stage the executive pedal service. We've got Noshaw, New Hampshire natives and Amosville, Virginia, Jordan and Emily. Their creation was inspired by the appearance and presence of the presidential limousine. Powerful, official, and slightly over the top. Are those flowers? Are they polka dots? I'll take them both, baby. Look at this run. The blonde in the back is all smiles as we can see them halfway through the course. Jordan and Emily making a nice time onto the narrow, and despite a little lack of creativity on their cart, they were putting up a decent time, falling off around 25 seconds into the race. We take a look at it once again. It's the right side, the front wheel, the bad time. It's time for the Costco-loving Bulk by Baddie Daddies. Now, this father duo has decided they can do anything on the planet with one hand. What can they accomplish with two hands on the handlebars? This shopping cart rocking over the stairs, around the cobbles, and the monument, not a problem. Through the roundabout and up the first ramp into the reflective pool. There's just one more drop of doom before the narrow. Legs out to stabilize, and look at the teamwork to a successful trophy run. 22:26 is our new record time. They're going to shave 0.02 seconds off the clock.
Celebration! Let the bubbly fly! Yeah!